All right, let's just jump right in with a question that, might make you shift in your seat a little bit. Are you an internet outlaw? Let's find out. Okay, so let's really get into it. I want you to be honest with yourself for a second. Have you ever done something online that just felt a little bit wrong? You know that feeling, right? That little voice in the back of your head going, should I be doing this?
Maybe it's something super common, like sharing your Netflix password. Your cousin wants to catch up on the latest season of that show. What's the big deal? I mean, pretty much everyone does it, right? What could possibly be the harm?
Or hey, what about this one? You're putting together a project, maybe a YouTube thumbnail, and you find the absolute perfect image on Google. You know the one. So you just right-click, save. Easy. It's on Google, so it's gotta be free to use, right?
And maybe, just maybe, we get a little more personal. Your partner leaves their phone unlocked on the counter. And for just a split second, that curiosity gets the better of you. It's just a quick peek. Totally harmless, right?
Okay, so all of these things, these tiny everyday actions, they feel pretty harmless. But what happens when we change the way we look at them? What happens when we look at them through, say, a legal lens?
And this right here is where it gets really interesting. It's all about the language. See, what you call borrowing a password, or what you call just checking their DMs, well, the law has a very different name for it. Unauthorized access. Whoa! Suddenly sounds a whole lot more serious, doesn't it? So what exactly is unauthorized access? Well, it really boils down to one simple word: permission. Think about it. You have permission to use your account, but the company never gave your friend permission. The analogy here is perfect. It's like someone gave you a key to your apartment, but that doesn't mean your friend can just waltz in whenever they want.
And this quote really nails the hidden risk, doesn't it? When you share a password, you're not just sharing access to a show. You're basically handing over the keys to your digital house. And here's the kicker. You are responsible for whatever they do in there. If they mess things up, it's your account and your problem that's on the line.
So, sticking with this whole idea of permission, let's talk about another massive blind spot online. I'm talking about the images we see and use every single day.
This right here, this is probably one of the biggest misunderstandings on the entire internet. There is a huge difference between something being free to see and free to use. Just because Google Images shows it to you doesn't mean you can just take it. They are absolutely not the same thing. Yeah, this little flowchart probably looks pretty familiar to a lot of you. Step 1, you find that perfect image. Step 2, you use it for your thumbnail. But what about that mysterious step 3? Well, that's the part where the person who actually created that image finds it. And step 4, oh, that's the fun part, where you get a lovely copyright strike and learn a very hard and sometimes very expensive lesson. And yeah, there's a legal term for this. It's called copyright theft. It's simple, really. Every photo, every piece of art, every song, it's the intellectual property of whoever made it. So when you use it without their okay, especially if you're using it to promote your own stuff, you're basically stealing. There's really no other way to put it.
Okay, I can hear some of you now. Unauthorized access? Copyright theft? Come on, isn't that a little dramatic? Well, maybe. But let's break down why these rules actually matter and what the real-world consequences look like. This table really lays it all out, doesn't it? It connects the dots. That harmless action of password sharing, it's about unauthorized access, and it can get your account suspended. Grabbing that Google image, that's copyright theft, and it can lead to fines. And checking someone's phone, that can actually break serious privacy laws, like GDPR over in Europe, which is a huge deal. These consequences aren't just hypotheticals. We're talking about real stuff, getting banned, paying money, and even legal trouble.
And here's the thing to remember. These digital rules aren't just pulled out of thin air. They're all based on really basic ideas that we totally get in the real world, like your right to privacy, a creator's right to own what they make. And you know that little checkbox you click that says you agree to the terms of service? Yeah, that's a binding agreement. So let's wrap this up and bring it all back to you. We've gone over the rules, we've talked about the risks, but what's the big takeaway for you right now? If you remember one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. The internet feels anonymous. It really does. It feels like this giant space where your actions don't have consequences. But they do. It's not anonymous, and your actions are definitely not. Every click, every share, every download, it all leaves a digital footprint. Look, the point of all this isn't to make you feel guilty. It's just about being aware. So now that you know the hidden rules,
Now that you know that borrowing a password is actually unauthorized access and using a cool image can be copyright theft, the only question left is, what are you going to change?